Okay, good morning. It's Monday, May 4th. New month. Friday was the first, but it's the last day of the week. Monday is usually a lot of traders or a busy market because market was closed for 2 days. I have one trade to review. It worked out very nicely. I bagged 15%, and that's it. I'm going to stop. So let's talk about this stock. Okay, why did this trade work? Well, this trade was on my radar since I started doing my homework on Friday evening because it spiked after hours. So I kept it on the radar to see if it was going to hold. Now it held, and then in pre-market this morning, it went up. Okay, this is supposed to come back down. When it doesn't, it's a stock that's in play for a day two continuation, which is what I just did. Now, normally, what the trade plan was from the mentors this morning and what the AI signal was $6. So it started at 6 and it faded. And so the plan, according to the group I'm a part of, is to buy it at 6 and maybe it goes to like 680. Well, what I saw was something different. I got up and I came in and I saw that it was faded. What I saw was it recover right here. And because that is only about 50% of what it gained, this stock's not going anywhere. Right? Usually 99% of them that spike like this, they go right back down. This held, okay? So when I saw this support right here, I thought, hey, you know what? This thing, once this green candle came in right here and it crossed this, I said to myself, if this thing hits $5, I'm buying it and I'm channel trading it. And that's exactly what I did. I bought this after it crossed $5. I bought 10 shares at 507. At 11:30 Eastern time, right there, right there, right there. And I held onto it and I sold it at 590. I mean, you want to talk about some precision trading right there. Josh Brown, you are the man right now. That is a fucking trade right there. Now, 15% is not something to go crazy about. But let me tell you something right now. This right here is as clean as a trade gets. I had my stop loss right about here. I bought it right here. So if the stock ever went the wrong way, I would have protected myself and I would have sold it. But look at what it did. It started to fade. It consolidated, and then once it broke that, then it went all the way up to where I wanted it to go. Didn't hit the signal for the rest of the trade group to trade. And then look what I did. I said, you know what? That's as close. It's not, if it doesn't bust through this thing and it just gets close, it's going to turn around. And look, I sold it. It turned around. It came back up. But that right there, that's one of my best trades. Out of the hundreds of trades I've done over the past few months, that is one of my best trades, and I will say why. Nobody gave me that trade plan. I figured that trade plan out myself because now I've seen hundreds of charts, if not 1,000 or so, and I've seen what happens when there's momentum. And I saw this spike in volume, and I was like, this stock's going up. And I could have been wrong, but I had a very good risk to reward. I was going for about 80 cents and I was risking 15. That is a trade plan with a goal, an entry price, a reason why you're getting into the trade, and a fair stop loss with a good risk to reward ratio. That sounds like, if somebody said that to me a year ago, I would be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's what I just did. And now the hard part begins, but I will do it. No trading. That's it. If you can wake up and make 10, 15% on more than half of your days and keep your losses small, your life can change. It takes time, but that's what I'm doing. I have a really good feeling about this month, and I'm still not supposed to be paying any attention to my P&L, my profit and loss. I'm just supposed to be learning the system. But it is nice when you make a trade plan and you wait for it to execute. I had to hold on to that trade for 40 minutes. That's a long time for a day trade. Usually it's just a matter of a few minutes. Um, but I'm proud of myself because I made that trade plan and I did it out of pattern recognition. And I did that trade and made that plan with everything, all of my experience so far. And I'm just going to give myself a little pat on the back. And the other thing is to not trade the rest of the day. Just hold on to that profit. That's a great way to start the week. A 15% trade, in and out, boom, clean. Didn't leave any money on the table. This thing went nowhere after I sold it. Nowhere. So, off to a good start. Gonna go walk the dogs. Aloha.